afternoon, people. Welcome back to Star Cub Review. I'm your host, as always, Star Cub. This is my second review for the day and my last one for today, in fact, and that is a review on the First Omen 2024 American supernatural horror film, and a true prequel, and I quote, it is a true prequel to the 1976 film The Omen. And my God, do I have a lot to say about the First Omen. But before we get into that, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that is brand new to my channel. Thanks so much for picking my videos, picking this one, and to everyone that returns and watches my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. With everyone brand new or just tuning in or just finding my channel, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my content. I would really, really appreciate it. Even if it's a comment, a like, I'm just happy. But let's get into it. So the First Omen, me and my husband watched it a couple of days ago, and it is beyond amazing. It is absolutely outstanding. I just walked away from that film going, oh my God, they pulled off such an amazing script, characters, the story. It connected everything leading into the first film. But the First Omen also could stand on its own and be its own separate thing, but with everything connecting to the original, it just flows straight into the original just like that. And it's absolutely amazing to see such a prequel get justice with a franchise that's already been established. Because right off the bat, when I first heard about the First Omen, and I was like, oh my God, are they really doing a prequel? Oh my God, they're going to ruin it. But no, they blew me away. It's absolutely amazing. It's been getting overwhelmingly positive reviews. I've seen so many horror fans talk about this film. It is graphic. It is alluring. It is full of sexuality. It is very sexual too, but it also plays on the themes of womanhood, but it also is, it's a invasion of a woman's body as well. Women's bodies being used as vessels, and nothing more. But it's also a coming of age thing about sexuality, a woman is a woman, and what a woman goes through, what this particular woman goes through, the protagonist goes through, an invasion of her body, an invasion of everything she stands for, and it's an assault on the senses, it's an assault on women's bodies, but it's very powerful in the way that it delivers it. You break down a woman, she comes back fighting, but the visuals are absolutely stunning, and I will say some of the scenes in it are extremely graphic. There's a particular scene that is, oh my God, I don't know how they were able to pull it off, but with it being practically this whole film being practical, and I love that it's practical and it doesn't rely heavily on CGI at all, if any. But there's one particular scene that was just absolutely disgusting, but I couldn't turn my eyes away from it. It was just, I don't know how they pulled it off. I don't know how they were able to get it to screen, but I'm not going to spoil the scene. You'll know it when you see it, if for anyone that hasn't seen it. There's a particular scene that's an assault on the eyes, and an assault on bodily human. Yeah, it's something to do with the body, but it's just like, oh my god, the soundtrack, the music score, everything about this film was just pulled off absolutely amazingly. It was directed by Akasha Stevenson, screenplay by Tim Smith, Akasha Stevenson, Keith Thomas, story by Ben Jacoby, based on characters by David Seltzer, produced by David S. Goyer and Keith Levin, and it stars Nell Tiger-Free, Tawfiq Bahom, Sonia Braga, Ralph Ineson, and Bill Nighy. Music by Mark Corvin. Production company is Phantom 4, distributed by 20th Century Studios. Sorry. And they all did a fantastic job. Absolutely amazing film. Just, there's a lot of scenes in it. There's quite a few jump scenes in it. It's very scary. It's salt on the eyes, but it's very tense, intense, terrifying. Everything about this film just plays out so well. It's a slow burn at the start, but as it works its way up, it gets creepier and creepier and creepier, and then darker and darker and darker. And then it's just, oh my god, everything just connects to the original 1976 film. And by the end, it leaves you going, oh my god, I really want more. Like, honestly, this movie could be a standalone on its own. It just does so fantastic on its own. But connecting everything to the original, absolutely perfect. And, might I add, Gregory Peck and Lee Remick posthumously appear in this film as Robert and Catherine Thorne through archive footage from the original Omen. So I was glad to see them on the screen as well. And the fact that they get credit for it as well, even though they're dead, but there's credit there for them because they were fantastic in the original film. Nell Tiger-Free plays Margaret Dano. She's the American that is sent to Rome to work in an orphanage, and all this stuff starts happening. And my God, Nell Tiger-Free nailed her role. Absolutely nailed it. She went through fucking hell in this film, but so did everybody else. But she is just a powerhouse, and I would really love to see her in more horror films because she was fucking phenomenal. Sonia Braga as Sister Sylvia, the abbess of Vizardali Orphanage in Rome. Sister Sylvia, absolutely amazing. Sonia Braga did an amazing job in her role. Oh my god, she was such a powerhouse too. She's amazing. Ralph Ineson as Father Brennan. He was amazing. Absolutely nailed his role. Bill Nighy as Cardinal Lawrence. Nailed his role. He was absolutely amazing. Tawfiq Bahom as Father Gabriel. They all did fantastic. There's so many actors and actresses in this that did absolutely amazing job. Charles Dance as Father Harris at the start of the film nailed his role. And my God, the opening sequence to it, oh my God, it gave me chills down my spine. It was fucking intense. And it just goes to show you how you can do a prequel and do a prequel justice and do it right. The First Omen nailed everything about this. It just nailed it. It was absolutely amazing from start to finish. I wasn't bored. It was an absolutely phenomenal film to watch. And it really gave me all those creepy vibes from the original. Even the musical score and the soundtrack reminded me of the original 1976 film, The Omen. Absolutely brilliant. And I really cannot praise this film enough because it was intense. It was brutal. It was horrifying. It was terrifying. It was graphic. And I really want to see a director's cut of this because I've got a feeling there are even more scenes in this that could have added to the assault on your eyes. And graphic wise, I would love to see a director's cut because I got a feeling I'm not saying definitely, but if they cut certain scenes out or didn't have time to put these scenes in when they were cut from this final film to get it down to 2 hours, I'm hoping that there's a director's cut where there's more scenes added in where those two are graphic, because it really does. At the end of the day, I know blood and gore and that add to the story, and it's not over gratuitous, but this film really was an assault on a woman's body, and what Margaret goes through and these other people go through is an assault on the human body. And it can also, it has some body horror in it. Definitely has some body horror. And it just adds to the story. It's not the big vocal point because it wasn't, the way that they use the gore and the blood and stuff like that, it fits the story. It's not there to be gratuitous and, over the top. It actually fits in with what's happening, what you're seeing on screen, and it works so well. I cannot praise this film enough. You have to go and see it, people, because The First Omen absolutely blew me away. That's how you do a prequel, people. Right there. The First Omen, exceptionally well. Go and see it. What do I give it? I give it a 10 out of 10. Hands down, The First Omen was absolutely fucking amazing. Go and see it. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. This is my last video for today, and I'll have some more tomorrow and in the coming days. But also, drop me a comment below. Would you like me to do a live talk on my channel where anyone can just jump in and ask me any questions, want to know anything about where I grew up, about Australia, what I did when I was a kid for fun, what games I'm into. I'm happy to talk about that. I've never done a live talk on YouTube before, and I think maybe I should start that as well, so you guys get a better idea of myself and whether or not you want to subscribe to my channel or know more. I'm happy to do that. I could do one this week sometime. Let me know. I'm happy to do that. But I will catch you all with some new videos down the track. All right, guys, take it easy. Ciao.